Share this out. You do the same. Share this out. You know what I mean? Hit that like button. It's all love. Let's see who else up. Yeah. What's going on, y'all? Peace to the gods or the goddesses. I definitely appreciate you tapping that screen. Who is that? Poetic. Definitely appreciate you. Miss Poetic Paints. Y'all make sure y'all follow. I'm gonna make sure I follow back. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're gonna touch on the real land down under. Peace to the God. The more you know. What's going on, brother? Jor-El. You know, I don't say that name on here too often. But I know. You know I know. Sure. I'm touching on the real land down under. I remember that dude, Natural. The first time I ever met him, of course we argued. Number one, he didn't know who he was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Then number two, he didn't know what he was dealing with. He was wrong on the information. Feel me? He tried to make Lemuria and Atlantis, and I think he said Mu. I think he tried to make all of them the same. But I know he definitely made Lemuria and Atlantis the same. You don't know what he talking about. They wanted me to source up and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, man, I know real Hindu. I know real Hindu, man. See if the guy want to come up. What's going on, big bro?
Chilling. So yeah, man, they be twisted. It's like different timelines, bro. That's why they
Man,
confused.
they have no idea of the time. That's what I'm saying. The timeline is fucking all these dudes' head up. Because they haven't formulated
I'm
one.
telling you, because they ain't go back to Lemuria. They back to the giants. So it's like
They,
they skipped
they don't know how
all
to
them
put one foot in front
crazy
of the other.
stuff that happened.
They don't know how to put one foot in front of the other
Exactly.
and tell you which foot came first. Which step was made first. You know what I mean?
It's like just when you think you went back far enough, nah, keep going.
Real
It's a
rock.
lot deeper than you think.
For real.
Say this history is a lot deeper than you think. Say that Indian stuff, surface level.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you
exactly.
that's surface level. Like you ain't even go back far enough.
So,
I ain't saying that we not them people, but I'm just saying you haven't gone back far enough.
real. And I literally told him about Kumari Kingdom. It's like saying the Kumari
Yeah.
Kingdom, right? The Kumari Kingdom is Lemuria. I'm telling him I know
And that's
real Hindu. I know real Hindu. I get this. I got this from the source. Then I did my research. You know what I mean? I'm like you see the
yeah.
Kumari Kingdom would have connected the Madagascar and the Mauritius Islands and Australia and India. Hmm?
And that's why you got lemurs on both sides, because it was connected.
Hey, peace, goddess. How you doing, that hippy dippy?
Brother, peace.
It's always a pleasure to have you.
I heard you say that before, Kamari Kanandam.
Condom. Yeah, yep. Kamar
Mm-hmm.
Condom. Yep. He's scared of that. You know, like it's right knowledge.
Yeah.
He's scared of things like that. Mhm.
That's why I say traveling is the best education, and just talk to people, man. Like
Yeah,
if people see you know what you're talking about, they'll open up and they'll start sharing stuff with you.
I promise you. And that could be at your local
Because they'll
gas
ask
station.
you like, "Oh, how you know about?" Yeah, they'll ask you how you know about Kumari condom, and then
Yep.
they'll sit there and start telling you about the shit.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yep. I got a lot of lives I did with the
Cause
brother
that's that.
Ari Kotler. We call him BJ. Ari Kotler Santosh. He got you know how they man, you know how it's just almost like Africans. They got a lot of names. Their names is real long. Ari Kotler, BJ Santosh Kumar. Kumar. So his name got Kumar in it. That's why he introduced the Kumar condom to me. Feel me? Like I said, his name Arik Kotler. Arik, Arik, and then Otler, Arik Kotler. The Arik is where you get Eric. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was breaking down Eric the Red, he was telling me how Eric is in his name. You feel me? The Arik, Arik. You know, so he was saying how,
So is this in their Vedic records? Like
oh
they little because I that's like on my bucket list of things to read, like
yeah,
the
it's coming
Vedas
from the
and all that.
knuckles. I'm gonna show you something right now. Hold on.
Like I got so much stuff on my plate, but the Vedas is on my plate to,
Gotta be, gotta be.
get through.
You own it.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's deep.
Gotta be
Yo, and one thing somebody pointed out to me, if you go back
right
to the
here.
picture move,
Oh, you
go
want
back
to
to
go
the
to move?
picture move.
All right, hold on.
Hey, it looked like a shaka symbol. I don't know if y'all familiar with the shaka. Let me put it in the chat.
Yeah, let me see that.
That's tough.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let me find the shaka emoji real quick so y'all can compare it.
Now, Tamil is just a language. It's not different. It's not different Hindus.
Oh,
No, they're
okay,
not different.
yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shaka symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Because Moo was out
Oh,
here
okay.
in
You
that's why
did that. You did that.
you got the ring of
Dang.
fire and all that stuff out here in Hawaii. And Moo
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
sunk, so you got Guam, Hawaii, all that was part of Moo or next to
Mm.
Moo, like Fiji and all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow, you did that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's tough.
Yeah, somebody pointed it out to me. I was like, "Oh, for real though!" Like I didn't even notice. It looked like a
Yeah,
shaka.
that's tough. That's
It
tough.
was a chick from Guam, a tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So that what's all you
So,
gotta do is know how to tap in.
Oh, okay.
People will
watch
tell
this.
you stuff. You gotta tap in.
Oh, I was just gonna show the sister this right here.
I'm not shocked on none of this because if you read traditional science journals, they find underwater islands all the
Uh-huh.
time.
Yeah, megalithic structures. Yep, all the
Yeah,
pyramids and
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Hawaii got a yellow brick road
yeah,
underwater out here.
that's what I was about. I was thinking just about that. They had found a stream of islands going in the road, like literally from the mainland all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Peace on point. He know Florida one on. Hey, watch this right here, because this book is about
Yeah.
Lemuria. Right? Like this book is about Lemuria, right? And it's saying that all matters of science in this work are based on the
say that.
translation of certain ancient Naka tablets, right? We're gonna have to get into that. We're talking about knuckles, right? Which I discovered in India many years ago. These tablets were written either in Burma or in Mu, the lost continent, and their extreme age is attested by the fact that legendary history says that the Knuckles left Burma more than 15,000 years ago. Huh? So some of the subjects embodied in these tablets are an account of the creation of the earth, life and its origin, the origin and workings of the forces. With the aid of the high priest of the temple, I deciphered and translated these tablets, which unfortunately were only fragments of the various subjects. I spent many years proving, as far as possible by experimentation, that the facts set forth were true. This work represents over 50 years of investigation and research and embodies what I have found written on these ancient and intensely interesting tablets. The gist of them indubitably establishes to my own satisfaction that at one time the earth had an incalculably ancient civilization, which was in many respects superior to our own and far in advance for us in some important essentials that the modern world is just beginning to have cognizance of. These tablets with other ancient records. But yeah, that's just in the preface, letting you know how you know this whole concept of movies, and whatever's written about it was really coming from the Knuckles, and we can't imagine how old it is because we know the Knuckles at least left, like they say, Burma more than 15,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Uh, before the end of the ice age and all. You know what I'm saying? It's deep. This could have been way older than that.
Yeah, that's what I say, man. It be surface level, and then people talk about moving. Oh, a lost continent, that myth, and it don't exist, and this and that. And I be like, bro, it's ancient geography, man. It's stuff they not telling you.
Right.
Cause like, how many of you know
So,
about the continent of UR?
yeah,
Google
you
that
are.
and see how old that
Yep.
is.
Yeah.
Yep. Ur is from the Sumerian.
And that's why they scared of us. We move ers, we Moors.
Mm-hmm.
You got to move apostrophe
Yep.
huh?
So that tell you how ancient this is. It's old,
You know
man.
what it is, man. Come on. And then they be trying to run off with the Moors knowledge now. You see them? Everybody talking
Yeah, they
about
be trying to tap in.
we're Murs. We're Murs. They're Moors. Man,
We're
MUU is
merged. What's
yeah,
that?
Murs. It's some new. They just running off with the knowledge, right? So
Yeah,
instead of
no.
saying, they won't be honest. MUU is pronounced moo. You know what I'm saying? So
I
Yep.
don't
showed
say
you that. I showed you that the Indians over here calling themselves Moors, the Moortown.
yeah. Exactly.
I showed
Exactly.
you
And you showed
the
me
weed
the ranch.
place.
Then you showed me the reservation, the ranch, the
Yeah,
place where people come get the bud from the
they call
Indians.
it Moortown.
Yep. Come on now.
Moor.
Yeah.
Moor.
Where's that at?
Yep.
Here in California.
Where's that at?
I looked it up instantly when she
It,
told me.
Hey, they got a Moore, Nevada. Moor.
Nah, that's up here in Northern
Moore,
California.
Nevada. And then there's
This,
Yeah, I like that
this
too.
is
I
and then
just
they
gotta
got
look.
this
more
I gotta
is
look
they
that
the
got
up.
Moore Park.
this near Table Mountain and Shasta Mountain. Between Table Mountain and Shasta Mountain.
Dang, I ain't never heard of that. Moortown.
Moortown.
Yep, because then there's Mooresville in Indiana. There's Brightmoor, Detroit, Moore Park, California. I mean, it's everywhere.
I showed them that. I think I got another one. Actually, it is their brand. Hold on, and I'm gonna show it to y'all. I'm gonna cover up the marijuana part.
Right, so I'm gonna give them some of this too, right? 'Cause we talking about the land of man's advent. I'm talking about the creation of man, right? In the land of Mu, we have unquestionably found where man made his advent upon the earth. And we know what advent means. Okay, we talking about adventure. This is what y'all call migration. We call it an adventure. This is when we ventured out. When did we venture out? When our ancient land sunk. When it sunk, it was time to take flight like never before. We was already taking flight, but we were like, we got
Yep.
to take flight now,
And,
right? So
and
in the
took
land of
flight
Mu,
in both directions.
all there to the. That's why they say all life come from Asia because many, many, many went to Asia and the other that survived. You know, if not on a small island, they made it all the way to California. You remember, or
Yep,
South America?
California and the Yucatan.
Yeah,
What's a
West side
rancheria?
ranch. That's a
What's a
ranch. It's a
huh?
ranch.
It's a ranch.
Yeah, it's just a
I
Spanish way
know.
to say it. It's showing you that
400
it's
feet lower
feminine.
10,000 years ago. Yeah, they got a Buddha statue that's under the water on one of the beaches here in Hawaii.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
to swim out probably about
Peace. You've
20,
been hanging around long enough, man. We done
20,
got
30
you, boy.
feet.
We done got you, Peace. We got you. Peace got that right knowledge. Now I ain't lying to him. For real. Like he know what it is.
Ain't nothing in there.
Got
It's
your
just a
ass
happy.
now. Hold on, let me
But yeah,
put you
if you look up, is it New Zealand? And you'll see how big it used to be back then before the sea level rose.
Yep, yep. For real. The four corners of the earth. You see it?
And the color wheel.
And they showing you how like who encompasses what portion of it. You got the black, you got the red race, yellow race, and of course the white race. What we
The
call
white
the
race, yeah.
Alps. Alps is the same word
And
as
then
alb, meaning white.
and,
Dang, y'all just broke that down to the bones.
and then and
I see
then
these symbols like that all the time. So I know it's
Right.
the same. Like when you see the Olympics, you'll see the rings representing these countries, and it's yellow, it's
What's that
red,
space in the middle
black.
supposed to represent now?
Mm. Well, you know, most
the
likely
what
it's
in the
just that
middle?
magnetic north. Magnetic north.
Oh yeah, yep, the center.
Yeah.
Makes
Bringing
sense.
everything together. Brings everything together.
The compass.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, that's it.
Look at it. It looks like the Ethiopian cross, the
Yep.
swastika.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah, all them symbols in
It's
this one
definitely.
symbol.
You see the
Symbol of the
swastika mark.
sun.
You see the swastika. That's why they made the color so you can see the swastika in it,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Crazy.
which just represents the solstices.
And then it
That's what
goes in
swastika means.
and then that goes with the story of the Avatar, the different nations, earth, water, fire, air.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just the revolutions. Uh,
Yep.
Got to be on the right side of that coin too, though. People don't get it, you know, because whenever
Yeah.
things tilt or shift, we got to move with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we Moors. We
I
from
gotta put my
Mu.
stuff back in there.
Mu
My cat sniffing it.
Mu ain't standing no more, so we did the right thing and we moved. Uh,
You know, had to moor on the ships and move.
yeah.
Shoot. I was watching today a video about the Egyptian moving the obelisk from their
See,
location where they dug them up. I said that's wild. And then
Yeah.
they dug one obelisk up and left it because they couldn't get it up because it cracked. So
hmm
they couldn't safely get it up and get it onto the boat. I was like, they was beasts.
Yeah.
hmm
Whatever they was doing, they was beasts. The obelisk weighs 70 tons. 1 ton is 2,000 pounds.
exactly.
And
They
then
was
look at
beasts.
Hey, babe.
and then look at DC. Look at DC. Look at Teotihuacan and the Vatican, and look at their layouts. They're all the
Yeah.
same.
The
With
Vatican
the
took obelisk from Egypt too. That
yeah,
obelisk that's in Rome, that's from Egypt.
yeah,
hmm
And the one here in the United States.
Roger.
yeah. Because they had moved one to New York. I can't remember
Hmm.
when.
No, DC. It's the
No,
one
no,
in
no, no, no.
DC.
I know about the one in DC, but I'm saying they had moved one from overseas to New York, and this was like within the
Oh,
past
oh,
20
oh.
years, I think.
Yep. I think Times Square got one.
Yeah. So yeah. So you mean to tell me
Yeah,
three
yeah. If
three
Rock
different
confirmed, it's most likely right.
You know, 3 different civilizations throughout the globe have the exact same layout. How, Shui? That's what I'm like. All you gotta do is look at it. Look at the layout. Look at Washington. Look at the Vatican, and look at the Teotihuacan, the pyramid set up down there.
Facts.
All the same layout.
My bad, I'm back.
Shoot, the King's Chamber in one of the what's that? I think that's the same place, Teotihuacan with the
Mm-hmm.
brick
Yeah.
that have no space in between them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they have a doorway there that look just like the King's Chamber over in Egypt.
Yeah, they're the same people, different
Hold
cultures. They
on,
was on both sides of the water.
Look,
That's
hold
look.
why.
on. I'll be right back. Let me see if I can get this picture.
Hey, put it like this,
Yeah.
like just like Albert Einstein said that there is no religion without science, and there is no science without religion.
Religion.
You feel me? Just like that saying goes, same thing stands for mythology. And in my book, anybody who like me who's done some research, they know that mythology has fueled science. Science didn't know shit. Science found out damn mythology was telling the truth. The Dogons was telling the truth. These tribes was telling the truth.
You know,
You know, they didn't know it though. They had no
because
clue.
how do you pass down the information? You put it in a story,
Yep, allegory. Yeah, or
allegory, simplify it.
yeah, yep, yep. People don't
It's,
understand when they looking at like, let's say, what is
I,
that called?
I think
Hopscotch.
I found
Hopscotch.
it.
Hey, what is that hopscotch the girls used to do with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
yeah, yep.
You know, like when you look at that, that is the Kabbalistic tree.
Yep.
That's the Kabbalistic tree.
You better
Huh?
tell it, boy.
The ancestors, man, we keep it thorough.
You
You
know,
better tell it, boy.
take, take it
Mm,
back to your history. Y'all better
yep,
recognize these signs and symbols.
It's only for the conscious mind.
it's on.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
Hold
Mm-hmm.
on. I
Beautiful
think I
signs
found
and
this
symbols.
damn picture.
That's
Because
why they
I
say in the
screenshotted
beginning
it
was the
right away
logos.
when I seen it.
That's the whole point of, like you say, signs and symbols being for the conscious mind. That's why they say in the beginning was the logos. Like we use logos on all of our, we use them as the symbols on all of our products and things. You know,
you
we have
know,
logos.
Nike,
Right.
Target, like all these places, it's all
Yeah.
symbols. So you see it, you automatically
Symbolic,
associate it with
automatic.
that.
Boom, bam, 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 boom.
Why?
Huh?
Because the hieroglyphs.
Right. Right.
hmm
You know,
Or just in the beginning.
Oh. Speaking of hieroglyphs, I got a hold on. I found a Wallace Budge
Yeah, I love it.
hieroglyph.
I love it. I love it. You talking about good sources there. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I found it in a bookshop. Guess how much it is? I'm about to show you how much it is.
Because they
I found
dumb.
it.
Show me how dumb they is. I don't give a damn how
Look,
many
yeah, I'm
dollars.
about to show you how dumb they is.
Sometimes it be cents. I snatch them up.
It was $5. Hold
Yes,
on.
ma'am.
what?
Yes, ma'am.
I found a book set online for $110,000 about American Indians.
Look, man, I got the best etymology dictionary. Man, but people be sleep on it. They don't know what it is. I got it for like
Used
a dollar,
bookstore,
dollar
y'all.
and
Y'all
ten.
better go to a used
Hey,
bookstore.
I went to
Look,
thrift
Yeah,
store.
it'd be
I
some
went to
look
jail
thrift
how
store.
stuff.
crispy it is, though. Look how crispy.
A dollar
Look
and
how
10 cents, right?
You know, somebody who probably read it once, threw it in the corner, and got
this
rid of it.
brand new.
And
This
it's
book
just
is
brand
brand
new.
spanking new. It ain't even yellowing on the
Mm,
edges.
you
Yeah,
got
that's
the
why
real
it be some
deal.
gems in them used
Oh
bookstores.
my God,
People just be giving up some
sister,
stuff.
sister, would you
Look,
like to make 10 times that amount?
I kind of wanted to get on my
Oh, you looked at the
on my
resale
grind.
value on it?
Hey, well, I ain't gonna lie. You
Look,
could
that felt like a divine blessing.
you
Like
can just hey,
not
you
a
can
B
print
lesson,
me
but
a
it
copy.
felt like I just got bestowed with like a
You can print me a copy. I,
okay.
yeah, both 2 pages at a time. Just lay it on there.
You see
That's
that?
the
That
real
baby
deal.
crispy.
That's the real
I
deal.
yeah, this the Wallace Buzz translation.
Mhm.
Oh,
Wallace.
you got some good stuff.
Uh, you could use that with the
But
metinata.
but people always try to
That thank
people
you,
al-
Brian. That's what I said. I said I'm about to learn the meta net
Cross
on these
cross
motherfuckers.
reference. Yeah, cross reference.
Yep. I'm
signs and
about to
symbols.
be I'm about to be adept. For real, y'all.
And guess what? You're gonna be
The beginner.
simultaneously. You actually gonna be learning Paleo Hebrew
Yep.
simultaneously.
Right, right.
Ooh, got that
Well,
symbol of that
I,
owl
Simultaneously.
right there. That owl.
oh,
What?
here go
Look,
another book I got. Hold on.
look, sis, that's the real etymology. Hmm?
800 books. Hell yeah, that's a
Nothing.
library right there for real.
Ain't no origin beyond that. We talking about the glyphs. Hey, that's what's
South
up.
European
Peace on
exploration
point.
of Africa. The Dark Continent.
See, peace loading up. See, peace gonna be like one of the leaders of the new school. I rock with him. I rock with him. Cause he really putting in the work that it's gonna take. You know what I'm saying? To
Yeah,
be able
like
to
you,
carry on
it's
this
like y'all
torch.
got y'all gotta hit the books. You can't just be regurgitating what everybody else saying and co-signing it. It's like get the
Thank
book
you. All
and
that
see it for yourself.
TikTok knowledge ain't good enough. You have to do your own studies, and then you
Yeah,
have to study it again and again and again. It's called research. You can't do it the one time and call it research. That's cap.
you know,
That's just a search. That's not research.
cause one thing gonna tap you into another, and it's gonna connect, and then you gonna be like, oh, okay. Like
I'm
now
talking
this
about
should make a whole
anything you
lot more
studied this
Yes,
sense.
year.
that's the one thing. I tear books up because I repeatedly go back down that road.
You
Repeatedly
have
go
to
back
study.
down that
You have to
road.
study whatever you may have studied this year. You have to study it next year.
Yeah, yeah. And you
You're
gotta
not
connect
real.
it.
You're not
You
Yeah.
gotta
real if
connect
you
it.
don't come back
Look,
with a new mind and
it's like
try
look,
again.
look what they do in school. They teach the same
Look,
thing
look.
over and over again. You get a summer
Right,
break,
master it.
This
and
Master
then
it.
bookstore
they
got
build it.
a gold mine. And it's up to the ceiling in there too. I'm about to go back and find me some old $5 books.
It's not the single most important thing, but that is a good thing. The source really
Yeah,
never matters.
that's why I say cross
Almost.
reference. You always got to
Almost.
Yeah,
cross
you
reference,
always
What it
cross
is,
and
reference
then
and
comprehension is king.
research.
right. Not
Comprehension
only
is
that, yep.
king.
Research
Nothing,
the
nothing more superior than comprehension. What's
right
up, Cosmic?
Exactly.
I wish you'd
and
come up here.
research the
What's going
researcher.
on?
Facts
Let me see if
more.
John's gonna come up here.
You know, what is their opinion? What is it in other books?
Hey,
What angle are they
another
coming from?
source, free source, Google.Scholar. I'm
What
trying
up,
to tell
Vaughn?
y'all, get on it.
Hey, we
Oh yeah,
working with
Google
Detroit
Scholar. Yeah,
alumni. Hey, we got the
that's good
goddess
for case law
Cosmic in the
research too.
building. What's going
Mm-hmm.
on, Cosmic?
How you doing? How
Hey, we
y'all
all
Peace,
doing?
well. We
Cosmic.
all is well. Yeah, I ain't
Hey,
gonna
all
lie.
right, sis,
Hey,
how you doing?
on this panel, it gonna be number real ones, sis. So welcome home.
Fact.
You know what I mean?
Nothing but love for you, baby.
Same to y'all. I see y'all
You
getting
want
into
somebody to
things.
talk about the ages? Hey, Cosmic got you. She tapped in.
When the student
You
is
know I'm
ready.
gonna go there.
Let's
You
go.
know I'm gonna go there.
Let's
Mhm.
go.
Real.
What's that you got up, Morris?
I'm over here on Lemuria, Mu. You know, I be going ancient places like
Move.
Atlantis.
You
You
already
know,
know that's where I be at. And I was reading it a minute ago. I just ran into something else. The past couple of nights I've been got a couple of books on them. And
yeah,
hey Rye.
yeah, she
And
the real one.
they've been
Mhm.
giving it up about
Yeah.
Atlantis. It's like, how could we not have known?
Yep. And then, like I was saying, like the dude natural. I guess he called himself Lord Natural. He rocks with the word Lord and things like that. But what I'm saying is,
Who is that?
Lord Natural, right? This one of the Indian Captain Crazies, right? You know, what I'm saying is, when I first met him, the first time I met him, he was snapping on me instantly. As soon as we brung up something about Atlantis, I'm thinking we up here building. He's snapping on
Dang.
me about me bringing up Lemuria and Atlantis, and he trying to
Who
say they
did
all the same
that?
place. He thought
Okay,
Lemuria,
first of
he
all,
thought
I
Lemuria,
got
Lemuria and Atlantis he thought it was the same place. And I'm
they
like, no,
not.
Lemuria is in the
They
Indian Ocean.
definitely two different entities,
Yeah,
two
Yep.
different groups at two
That's why
different
you have the
places.
lemurs over there.
And
thank
then
you,
I got a
Oh,
problem with them like always just I don't really got a problem, but I don't understand it. Like
Dennis.
the fight for oh, we not African, we American. But then say the Egyptians came over here. Make it make
Thank you.
sense.
Makes sense. Thank
We
you.
the Egyptians. We the Egyptians. Fuck Africa.
So no,
You know,
don't do that, Morris, because the Atlantis information I just
start
ran
a
into
war.
gonna set everybody so on fire.
I left the live the other day. I promise y'all, because they went down that road. I said, "Get the fuck out of here."
Wait,
I
what road they
mean,
I'm
went
sorry.
down?
You
like
talking about
them?
they talking
Who
about the
paying them to
Grand
do
Canyon?
disinformation?
I said, Negroes, that it's not in the Grand Canyon.
Okay, but that was our spot though. Hold on. That was our spot. That was the
That stuff
Atlantean
in
spot.
the Grand Canyon, but it ain't. That
Let me
don't make
tell you
it
something. Let
Egypt.
me tell you something. The information I ran into, a lot of people don't touch the information that I like to dig up on, and that's channel works. Channel works tell you from the people on the other side is telling you they stories of they been here, or people are tapping in to the stories of the past of the people that have been here. So that's why I really like channel works in combination with the proof. But run it.
Mhm.
The channel work that I ran into the other night basically broke down the fact that how we think we do not consider the pole shift. We do not consider that this whole shit was upside down.
Hey,
Yeah.
you right here with
So
hey
what
right.
you hey you
and
hey
they
you on the
tell
right
you,
panel because
and
that's what we
also
do.
the
No,
Mississippi,
no,
they
no.
describe,
But
listen
that's
to
the
this.
thing about it. I do know that
Hold
we
on,
Yeah,
are
but
we all
listen to
know.
upside
this,
down
sis.
because
What
the
you saying, right? Because I'm about to build on what you're saying. They describe perfectly the Mississippi basin, how that land, how that water only went into Utah, Nevada, and Arizona. That was their main landmass while they was here. So when we start the beef, who was in Arizona? We was what we don't get is that I feel like we're so connected because what we got all the physical proof of Egypt, right? So it's not that
right,
Egypt was
Mhm.
here. I think that we don't understand that Atlantis was once in the middle of the ocean.
Yes.
Experienced
Yep.
one of their
yeah,
first. They
They
experienced
shared.
one. Listen to this. They experienced one out of three catastrophic
whole shit.
events, and the first
Yeah,
catastrophic event sent them in all directions.
Both
So they do
directions.
become
Yep.
the people
Right.
of
You're right.
Atlantis
Yep.
Even
become the
Europe.
people
Even
of
Europe.
North
You're right.
America. They become the people of South America. They become the people
Yep.
of Egypt.
They
They
became
become
the
the people of West
Cro-Magnon man,
Africa,
and
and
they
they
came
later
exactly.
even
the
become the
Olmec. They
goddamn.
became the Egyptian. Yep.
They become
Because
I
they're
all of
they're
that.
walked
all the
down this.
same
I
people,
walked
different
down the Mu
cultures.
path. I walked down the Lumeria path. I walked down the Atlantis path. I know all of that stuff. Like I've been
Yep.
down this
Yep.
route, but now the
Condom. Condom.
Kundum,
Yep.
yeah, that's new to me. That part
Hmm.
is new to me. That's the newest of
And
all of it.
and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
even look within the first part where it say Kumari.
Hmm. Yep.
Mari.
Mari. Yeah. Yeah. But basically, they call it Lamaria. So they know they Moors. Like I've talked to these people, man. I promise you, this ain't just a book telling me this. They are Moors. They Lamarians.
That what I'm saying.
Lamurians.
And
When you
it's
Lam-
two
travel,
it's two different groups out there too. You know, like the northern part and the south and the southern part. It's
Everywhere in the
two
world,
totally
north
different
and
people.
south. Everywhere in the world, north and south, bro, is like
Yep,
that.
north and south, the
Every
polar
country,
opposite.
every country. We in the south, bro.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Yeah, when
You'll
they
find
flip the
us
map on
everywhere,
them.
but we definitely in the south, no matter what.
I still don't know if I agree with the pole shift thing or not though. I don't
Oh,
know
you
if I
have
can
to, bro. It's
like
called solar
if I can
precession.
get beyond that.
The solar precession happens what? Every 25,864
That's the
whatever
cycle
years.
of the planet. That's
Well,
another thing that we don't
It's
understand.
not a
Natural
yeah,
plan. So
cycle.
okay, so
we have to
this
count that.
this is the thing, right? This is the thing. So there's a theory that's getting pushed right now. It started in the 70s, and then they've been building the evidence up, and they started pushing out like heavy peer review papers in the 90s, and then they just sent another one out last year or early this year, one of the two. But basically, what the theory is it was a comet. It wasn't a planet.
That was
They
recent.
have
No.
That was
they
like
have
Okay,
11,000
so
years
can I
ago.
say something to you, Peace?
it was. Hold
That's
on.
the last one.
Yes, the
That's
last
the third
end of the
one.
Pleistocene. It's
There's
called the end of the
Agreed.
three
Pleistocene.
major
Agreed.
cataclysmic events
Agreed.
that they
We had
experienced.
we had two. We had
And
two
nope, it's three.
One of the
Trust me,
poll
from channel
shifts.
work to channel work, it's three.
recently because there was
Yeah,
the
it's
one that
three.
starts with an E. There was the one that starts with an E that was like 150,000
Eocene,
years ago.
Eocene,
Yeah.
Pleistocene, and Holocene.
Yeah.
And then there was the one that was 70,000 years ago. And then there was a meltwater B pulse that was the 11,000 year.
There was a flash
Bro,
freeze
we
too.
still
Y'all
in the
forgetting
ice age right now. We in the
yeah, but
quaternary
there was
period.
a flash freeze
I
from
agree.
the with cosmic phenomenons talking about. There was a flash freeze
Mm-hmm.
from the pole shift.
11,600 years ago. Yep.
Yeah, there was a flash freeze. They got a woolly
That's what the
mammoth
paper is.
with a
That's what the paper is about.
They say
they
That's what
that's
the
have a
what
paper
woolly
is about.
mammoth with a
they say that knocked the
dandelion
population
frozen
down.
in his
In their
mouth.
stomach. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They had erect phalluses and everything. The back legs was broke to a point where they was pushed back on their hind legs, buried in mud. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like it came from a comet that air bursted and hit the Lauren ice sheet. There are
Many
microspherules.
of them. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there are microspherules in a layer of soil that
But
matches
that
exactly
that
like the
proves more of
Tunguska
a
event.
pole shift because that means the land shifted to
You
a
can't get a
region.
microspheral. You can't. The only way that we can produce a microspheral is through a nuclear bomb or a comet impact. The Tunguska event in 1901, that was an airburst meteor that flatlined 400
Okay,
miles of forest.
but this
Those
is
same microspherules that you can find
I
at
know
the
about the
Tunguska event,
Tunguska.
you can find those in the same
They
soil
got
level
pictures of
as
the trees being
11,500
flat.
years ago. It's the
this
same
my
thing
Yeah,
as
in,
thing
yeah,
of
Philadelphia.
when y'all
Canada.
go into this
It's not
information
pole
is
shift.
I
Yeah,
respect
those.
everybody's opinion. Let me say this real quick. I respect everybody's opinion, but I don't understand how y'all come to debate the
Nah,
proof.
we all
No, hold on.
agreeing,
I don't
We
honestly.
understand.
ain't in a debate.
No, listen to
We
this.
all
I
I
don't
just don't
agreeing.
agree.
understand.
I just don't
Listen to
agree
this
with
real
it.
quick. I just don't understand how people come to debate with so-called proof because all of this proof nobody was there for.
We
Right.
So
have
what
firsthand. We have
The evidence is there.
there are
The
many
evidence is
accounts
there.
of the Tunguska
we can
event
say all
written
of the
down.
above, but a lot of these things that you got to connect to find some of this information to be connected to some of this information to find it, you have to let your intuition be the guide. Your what you call it, your logical
Yes.
left side cannot always be the guide. Sometimes you
Right.
got to let that
No,
intuition, subconscious right side of the brain
I know what you mean.
come and
I know what
guide
you
you
mean. Yeah.
too. That's what I'm saying. But I respect everybody's opinions. I
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
got to
with
use both
y'all.
I
sides of
agree.
that brain
I
in
can I
all
can feel
these
you on that.
instances.
I feel like that's how I get to
But
this information. I feel like I'm being guided to this
Me
Yeah.
information.
too. What you call it, and that's
First,
why I don't
first and
yeah,
foremost.
I
do
did
these
my leg
debates
work.
where they
I'm
like
confident in
to.
what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna lie.
So hippie,
I
I
ain't
was
gonna
saying
lie.
I don't the part like because it'd be the other side too that people like to debate. Oh, well, I didn't use no book to find this.
No,
My
no,
spirit told me to go
no.
there. And it's like, okay, that's okay, but your spirit can also lead you to the book. Your spirit can also lead you to to everything that guides you to this
Why?
information
Because you got some
is
people just gonna
higher
found
spirit
out the side
influence.
of their head, like the Rashad Jamals and all that. They're like they just coming with all this creative new shit that nobody ever thought of. Prove it.
And no, and a lot of them,
You know what I mean? You
I
got to
don't
be
like
able
how
to
that
stamp.
Exactly.
side of the conscious community goes about it, because I feel like they just read the books and then take it all as downloads and give it to people as, oh, I got to download. I got to download. Read it. Like,
Yeah.
shut up. You read?
No, and the real deal about it is everybody's supposed to
Damn.
receive
Like,
their
See,
own
I feel like we
information.
should share it. Like, share it.
see,
I don't have no problem if it came from a book
Yeah,
or if it came from a spirit guide. I'll share it either
you
way.
know. And it ain't a download, it's an
yeah, I know
upload.
what
You're
you.
uploading the information into your hard drive, your
Hello,
brain.
Come on
uploading it
now.
It's
into
new
Yeah,
information.
yeah. I'm gonna say like definitely download from above, but we get our uploads from Earth. You know what I mean? Like Earth is gonna
Exactly.
upload you, and the heavens is gonna download you.
Right.
Because they're above.
Don't the
As
um
above, so
don't
below.
the don't the
We
the
getting our
the Indians
downloads
call the
from
sky
Earth.
the Akashic? And I'm talking about over in India in particular,
what
not no
you mean about the
particular
Akashic.
tribe or anything over here. I'm talking about the
Yeah,
in
Akasha.
India.
Yeah,
Don't they call it
Akasha is a
the
Hindu word.
Akashic?
The
Like the
Yeah,
Akashic
Akashic
Akasha
records.
is a
record?
Hindu word. Yeah, that's
Right,
a Hindu word.
Yeah,
right.
Akasha.
but um the Akashic records, am I echoing you?
Yeah.
No,
I
Okay,
just
you
heard
good
it
now.
it's
a
I don't,
minute ago.
not on my end.
But the Akasha records, from what the information that I have come into, we don't gotta, I think we need to stop boxing things in uh with goddamn cultures, because you, as you see, it's for the benefit of
Exactly.
the whole soul, the whole globe soul. But
That's real.
Akashic records, right? Because I recently got into Edgar Casey, and
Right.
it, I don't know if y'all know, Edgar Casey
I,
That's
is
the
oh, that's
prophet,
a
ain't it?
master teacher.
psychic,
He been, yeah. We heard him before.
right?
Hmm.
But I read a channel work with an entity describing Edgar Casey and his connection. And
Hmm.
they specifically described that he wasn't connecting to a specific entity, he was connecting to the eighth density, also known as the Akashic Records.
Hmm.
Sound like he was
And
doing
that's
Exactly.
breathing
how he
work.
was
If
pulling
you like
people
trying to
Cause
like
read what
stories.
he was
That's
writing,
how
all his shit came from.
there's
He
a
was
book
writing down. Sleep.
Of his Atlantis readings, from all the life readings that he did, and uh told people about their life in Atlantis. His son constructed a book together with all of them in it.
Right.
yeah.
He
Cause
goes
cause
back
when
into humans being here over 10 million years ago. There's a long stretch, and then
Didn't
comes
the
back into
CIA
going
mess with
into,
him? Didn't they
huh?
mess with him? Didn't the CIA mess with him and told him he had to leave the country?
I ain't hear about that part. I ain't
yeah, I
hear
don't
about
know.
that
No,
part.
that was
But
before this.
Probably, it's
but yeah,
probably
Huh.
when you
out
when
there. I
you
gotta look it up.
He ain't
when
he a
you tap
channeler, a medium?
Yeah, he was
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. The
back in the
government
day.
came to him and asked him, look it up. The
I
government
will.
came to him and they asked him to do remote viewing for them.
Yeah, remote
They did the
viewing.
same
You
thing
know some stuff.
to him
Yeah,
that
Hey,
they did
that.
to
Oh,
hey,
I
you
Tesla.
just
tough.
saw
They
somebody
took all
do.
his patents,
I just
all of
saw
his
a
You
video
know
research
some
and
talking
shit.
stuff.
about that. A
It's
TikTok.
crazy.
Look,
Somebody
I did.
talking about. It was called
No, that's
the light.
beyond the TikTok. Look it up.
No,
Yeah,
look.
The
yeah,
government came to
It's about
him.
something else. Not him specifically. This is about the Light Beam Project. You heard of that?
yeah,
I'm
Mm-mm,
asking
I ain't
Tip.
heard about that before. What's up?
Light Beam Project. They talking about the what you call it. Basically, the government rounded up some psychics on some Minority
Yeah.
Report shit, and they
Yeah.
basically had them doing readings
CIA.
into the future to see
Hmm.
what was going to be the outcome of America, basically, and what was going to happen. And no matter how many times they did the experiment, they always came to that it was going to be like basically a civil war between the people of
Mhm.
the rich and the poor, and the poor was always going to win every time they submitted, to the point that the American government stopped doing the trials.
Yeah,
That
the
video.
French
Yeah.
Revolution.
I don't know what happened with exactly what he remote viewed for them, but they made him leave the
I'm
country. They
definitely
told
look
him he
that up.
needed to leave the country and not come back.
Don't that
I'm
sound
like,
like the stuff that they
definitely
was
look
doing with the cults in like the 80s and the 90s, or like the
Yeah.
70s and the 80s? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they were doing that. They had a doctor using LSD to tap in to
Yeah.
try to find people who
Uh,
have those types of abilities.
Y'all ever took
the
acid?
they got a whole
Montauk
school built
Project
on it. It's
in New
Yep,
called,
York.
y'all gotta look into the Monroe Institute.
Y'all ever
yep.
took
The
acid
Monroe
before?
Institute, the Yellow Bus, the acid
Mhm.
trips, the family
Yeah,
with
That's
I
where
got
Stranger
a
Things
video
comes from.
on
The
my
Montauk
page
trial.
where I pulled up the United States document of the gateway process. They break
yeah.
the whole shit down and how reality is not real, how you need to connect to the outer they basically
Ev-
give you the whole 30 pages is how to connect with outside intelligence.
Everybody
Right.
needs a trip at least one time in their
Tell you
life.
that the whole body is an energy body, energy complex. They tell you the biggest issue. It was a missing page 25. That page basically describes to you the issues of why we can't connect. The biggest issue was
They
left brain
redacted it.
blockage.
They blacked it out.
No, it wasn't even blocked out. It was just missing a page. They said
Listen,
basically Monroe Institute had it, and then Monroe they released it like a few years later. But the missing page explained in detail how our focus and our stuckness on the left brain is a hindrance of connecting with infinite intelligence,
yeah,
Yes, I believe that.
We believe that.
because it's our
you got to be
logical,
tapped
I
our
don't,
in.
hey,
logical
I don't
brain,
know
and
now.
we need the
Hey, watch this.
intuition and the
Morris, you need
subconscious
to get
to
into
connect.
Now,
that.
watch this. Now, hold up. Now, hold up.
Because
Because
you need the
hey,
spirituality to
watch this.
reveal.
Hey,
I'm
oh,
getting into
I
another
got that.
book
I
right
got
now
that. Trust me.
called Cosmic Mother, honey. When I tell you they
Oh
ripping the
yeah,
floor
Cosmic
down.
Mother.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
Yes.
got
God,
the. I
they
think I
ripping
got
the
that.
floor down with the
Watch
patriarchy.
this.
Like what?
Okay.
In
Oh
the
my goodness,
beginning,
I love this
was
book.
the logos. The logos also mean logic. We talking
The
about low.
logos
We talking
means
about
love.
knowledge.
Don't do that. The logos means love. It is the second,
This is
it's the
serpent. It's
first
all of that.
vibration of the infinite universe. It is the first vibration that the infinite universe experiences, and it means love. That is the first vibration that is the infinite vibration that we are all trying to get to. Logos means love, honey. Uh-uh.
It means
See, and
serpent.
that's what you got to
It
remember
means
is
We're
love.
talking
words
about
had
the
It
different
serpent.
means
definitions in different
knowledge.
time periods. Etymology.
The
You
Mm-hmm.
serpent.
know,
The
it,
serpent just come from Yanni worship.
it means
I'm
symbol.
telling you from
You
God.
know, in English they're gonna tell you mean the word, but yeah.
I ain't talking from now. This is
Now I
my
know.
word
I got you.
come from
I like
above.
it. I like it.
But I fuck with you though. Go ahead.
Hey, you already know. Love, hey, love first. That's first and foremost. Love, then peace, freedom, and justice.
What was that? What was that project called? You said it was Light
Light Beam
Child,
Project.
Light Being Project. All right, but
Yeah, I think that's what Edgar Casey was a part of too.
He might have been. He might have definitely been a part of that. I could see that happening.
Cause they came looking for him. His family actually was lying for him for a
And
minute, trying
yo,
to.
I'm not even surprised because the major work that I talk about, the major channel work that I talk about on my page, that dropped. They were still doing the readings of that when the United States started their trials for the gateway process.
Oh,
So
and I
it was
want to go
already
back.
written out by the entities like this is who y'all are, this is how y'all connect. Y'all been on the planet such and such amount of time. They already came down here and told the story. And America was figuring out on paper a few years right after that.
Go back and watch Men That Stare at Ghosts. They was trying to tell you that it didn't work in that. You see how they make fun of the whole gateway process in there?
What's that?
The Men That Stare at Ghosts with George Clooney.
I ain't never seen that.
Yeah, they have they collect all the sidekicks up in the military, and they station, I forgot what station they was at, but they try to have them do remote viewing readings and all kinds of psychic stuff. But the movie is making fun of how the whole project was a failure to deflect away from it actually working.
Right. I'm like, they just be lying their ass
That's the
off. I'm
Hollywood that,
like,
but it's still valid to
but you
watch
know
it
what?
though.
You know what? Okay. Oh, I seen this crazy video. Hold on. Oh, I just watched this video the other day that broke down, right? Because y'all know 2012 we came into a different period, right?
Them
Yeah.
them
Yeah, the
solar rays
Mayan,
that
Right,
came
by the
out.
Mayan calendar, you're right.
right. We came into a different period,
Yep.
eon, whatever may have you. That this is the love frequency that we're going into. We're going into the fourth density, which is the frequency of love. In the frequency of love, there cannot be no secrets. So this is why this shit is getting exposed at the capacity that it's getting exposed. We're finding out all our connections, Moorish, Mu, Atlantean, whatever may have you,
Wait,
is
Yep.
wait.
just
Tag me
Yep.
in,
finding
sis. Tag me in, sis. I got something for you. I got tag me
is
in.
More, or more, or
You know,
more.
with more
right.
meaning love.
But
Yep.
2012.
but
Amor.
look how
Amore.
Lay
moving is
more,
y'all,
More.
right? All this
more.
energy is finding us. So I found a video of this dude breaking down the other day that it was around 2012 when the period changed and the shift happened. It was a book that dropped online that nobody knew where it came from, and the motherfucker was breaking down how to make your own philosopher's stone.
Oh,
Alchemy.
people
People was doing it.
wait. Before you get too far away from the 2012 thing,
Go
boom.
ahead.
What I always say that was the apocalypse. The apocalypse ain't the end of the world. It's the grand reveal.
Right, because we going into higher consciousness.
Look,
That's all it
look
is.
up
Mirror.
what the word
Everything's in a
apocalypse
mirror.
really mean. It do not mean the end of the world. It means the Greek terminology for it is the grand reveal.
I love
Exactly. And
it.
everything's a mirror opposite. So they're telling you it means, death and destruction and it's rebirth. The
No,
phoenix.
they want it to be destruction, but it's actually their own destruction.
Right. Yep. It's a rebirth. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. What is it? The other one, Order of the Phoenix.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
philosopher's
Yo,
stone.
the Philosopher's Stone was crazy because what? First of all, this shit blew me away because they really talking about everything that they do is right in front of our faces. When the little girl is reading about Nicholas Flamel, I know y'all remember that weird ass name from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yes, that is the exact name of who created that shit in our world in real time.
Shoot, when I think of philosopher's stone, the
That's
first
really the
place
person.
I
And then I'm gonna bust your head. Why the Philosopher's Stone made of piss?
They got some in Australia.
know.
They got some in Australia that's like
Made of
40,000 years old.
piss. You basically, it's like you take years cooking the goddamn piss on low, and you like basically you're separating the salts and something else for years, and you just keep doing this on low
You
fires
boiling
until it
tea?
starts to become hard and crystallized. But people on the person said that the person had a forum for it and everything, and people was doing it together, seeing what kind of stone they get. And after one person did it, they said the whole fucking website disappeared.
Mm.
Yeah, I know the
That sound
Philosopher's
like
Stone is
that sound like some
immortality, right?
John D.
The
wizard shit.
Philosopher's
That
Stone is for immortality.
yeah, that's what the philosopher's stone was first mentioned in England with the Queen's wizard John D. He was the one looking for the philosopher's stone.
Yeah, yeah. I compare that to the Ben stone, right?
So
And
did so I want to know, is this where they got, did they somehow read John D's notes and get this weird ass mess from him?
Who is John D? Because
John
honestly,
D,
if
the
you
Queen's
ask
wizard. He's the first one. He convened with demons to write down the first Necronomicon that ever was on this earth.
Okay.
Book of the Dead, the first
Because
Book of the Dead. That's what
Yeah.
Necronomicon means.
yeah, I was just about to ask that.
Necronomicon, and
Yeah.
it was supposed to tell you how to bring people back to life. It had anything in it that you possibly wanted, but you had to make a pact with a demon in order to get it.
hmm
Kind of like the all the damn movies. The Little Mermaid, she had to make the pact,
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
the
yep,
contract.
Rumpelstiltskin, anything you could think of.
Like,
yeah.
Hmm.
He
like,
proclaimed himself to be a wizard, John
hey,
D.
hey, hey. And speaking of wizard, I was just gonna mention how Moana and the Wizard of Oz are both the same because they both really represent, those little girls being in the afterworld, the afterlife. Like,
Yep. And that's
Dorothy
My
was
movie
walking
right
through the
there
underworld. Moana
and
was
that's why I said they
in the
found that yellow
underworld.
brick road out
in
here
the whole
near
Yeah,
near Hawaii
yeah, Moana was in the underworld.
under
That's
the
why she
water.
could see all the spirit and everything, the water, the trees and the volcano, everything. She's seen it in everything. And
mm,
that I forget the guy's name in the movie that
Maui.
looked like the Rock, but he was her guide. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just like Toto was the guide for Dorothy. Like Toto represented Anubis, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he was representing Papa Shango. He was, at the crossroads.
That's crazy. Lost little girls.
Yep, yep,
Mm-mm-mm.
As far as hell.
yep. And that Ben stone, right? Like to me that Ben stone has always represented like these many delusions. How we speak on like Noah, or in the Hindu story, in the Hindu text is always called Manu. First man is always called Manu.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look up the Manu story, or the Noah story, then you're gonna always,
Mm-hmm.
of course, we know that the earth was flooded. So eventually, when it finally became a peak to stick out of that water, what would it have been? It would have been the tip of a mountain. So it would have resembled what we call the Ben stone, which is the
Right.
the peak of the pyramid. The peak of the mountain. Same thing. That would have been such a beautiful sight to behold. And
Right.
that's why they even honor the Og Dad, in the Egyptian mythology, the Og Dad or the snakes and the frogs, because as soon as the water started to recede, that would have been a beautiful sight to behold because you just happen to be on land. You know,
Right.
you ain't gonna freak out. Oh, all these snakes and frogs. You gonna be like, thank God. You know. So even the Og Dad is a part of the creation story, the Ben Stone, all of that. Even though that's
So,
not Hindi, but it's all tied together.
real quick, Cosmic.
Mm-hmm.
With it, did they? So you said they got shut offline after the first person made the Philosopher's Stone.
Yep. And they said it was on there for years. It came up like
Did
at
he
the end.
show it? Did he show a picture of it?
It was a whole forum. So it was pictures, people showing their progress until they got to basically he showed even some pictures of people getting to the crystallized white version, but not the
Mhm.
crystallized black version. The crystallized red black version is the one that you want to get to, right? And basically
That's
one
crazy.
person got to that version.
hmm And this another Hebrew stone that was found in America back in the 1800s. Matter of fact,
They have a Ben stone underneath the Queen's throne in England too.
Mm.
It's supposed to be from to prove that they're from the lineage of David.
yeah. But see, I did a great video
My
on
thing
Queen
is,
Elizabeth, right? If you look up Princess Diana's Revenge, matter of fact, not that one. Um, that we did a two-part series, but the matter of fact, the one about Queen Elizabeth passed for white. She passed for white, showing her, her lineage, that they come from dark-skinned people. Whatever. What I'm getting at is they show that they lineage. The reason they claim royalty, they showing that the biblical Moses, they're saying they're related to him, and they're showing you that this is all of these people that they
Yeah.
claiming, all these people they claiming biblically, Abraham and all of, they're all
Yeah,
pharaohs. They're
Abraham.
all
They supposed to be
pharaohs.
from lineage of Abraham.
Yeah.
Did you know they went over to
Every
Ethiopia and kissed Haile
every
Selassie rings?
sus, every last one of
Yep.
them are pharaohs. Every last one of them that she's meant that she shows on her lineage, because they got her whole lineage. When you go down her whole lineage to show her royalty, it leads all the way to pharaohs, and she telling you that this is David, this
Yeah,
is Moses. This is where we get the real knowledge. You know, like if people act
right.
like we making this up. We're not making this up. That is Moses. That is Abraham. That is
History.
David. Like these pharaohs, literally. And it's going through her lineage. That's where I got the solid evidence. When I seen that, I'm like, dang. I thought,
Right.
I'm thinking, I didn't know who made it up, you know. But this is
No, but
literally a
they
part of
I
her
mean,
lying
it's
about
only
who
whole.
they are. They are absolutely lying about who they are, though. That's been proven
No,
already.
no, no, no. They merged in. They merged, and they taken over. They have eliminated whoever they needed
Yeah, because
to be in
they're
power.
not the family that is supposed to lay claim to that stone.
Now, it's by force. Yeah.
Yeah, they not the
But ain't the
family. It's
picture with
like they
all her
stealing the
royal
birthright of
objects
somebody
behind
else.
it?
Hey,
Ain't it all from other countries? Every royal
Huh?
so
artifact that she owned.
yeah. It,
Yeah,
everything, everything. Yeah, that's
yeah.
what makes you. That's
The
what makes you royalty, though.
the
When you got
crown
that much
jewels,
power.
the crown jewels, the crown that is in the crown jewels, the diamond that's
Y'all
in it,
want to
she
see?
stole it from an 11-year-old boy
Y'all want to
in
see?
India.
So Morris, one of my channel works, they got into it. They described I didn't believe that when I was younger, the 5 race thing. Y'all believe that?
oh,
The
what you talking about? The
5
five root
Yeah,
races.
yeah,
races?
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
the
you
five
talking about
root
the five root
races.
races?
Right,
You talking about yeah,
Yeah.
that's real deal. That's
right.
real
Yep.
deal.
When I was younger, I didn't absorb it. Like I was like, huh? Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna get
So
more. I just had to come on the screen right quick because you said something.
Be
right.
careful with
But
that one. You know people be trying to report that.
yeah,
What? What?
But yeah, that's why I say like when you get into the five root races and you hit Lemuria and you get the giants and everything else,
Yeah,
Right.
it's like it's all there, man.
So
The
look,
different
the
ages.
channel work, they definitely broke it down. They not as disconnected as we would like to think. They got blended in way back then. They was just the
hmm
last ones, as they describe it.
So yep, they're the
It
youngest.
was
So
just
these
the
the
youngest.
European race,
That's
the
it.
modern Europeans we know, they're the youngest.
The what you call
So why
it?
you think
The
everything all
Yeah,
basically
when I
that's
say
probably
I
it.
did the
red
video,
and the black
when I say
people
I did the video, I mean
being
that
the
I got the
first to be
receipts.
together.
I
And
got a
they
real
also
PowerPoint.
they break it down as like the children of the law of one versus the children of Belial. The children of Belial are the ones that are naturally of the planet. They are of the natural, right? Even though we know Belial to be demonic, listen to this. They said that is the ones who they basically naturally manifested from spirit entities on the planet into materialization, right?
Yeah, the
Whereas
first.
the
Yep.
children of the law of one are the ones that were genetically mutated millions of years ago. Um and then they explain it as a big gap as far as what you call it is concerned when he's Edgar Casey is breaking this down. So they describe it as a large gap in between the the birthing of the 5 races,
hmm
right? Between the millions of years. But
Yep.
when they come into materialization, they still have heavy Anunnaki DNA.
Yep.
And so obviously they also, hippie, you already got into the cosmic mother, so all these groups is described as matriarchal societies.
hmm
Um and in that while they learning and experiencing, obviously the sons of Belial are basically obsessed with the body and material things and accumulation of material things and stuff like that, while the children of the law of one are fully aware that they are on a soul journey and a spiritual journey. So the
They said the
battle,
same thing in the cults of the shadows.
the battle has
Mhm.
always been there. I mean, the battle has always been there, because when we go back to the beginning, it's infinity. As I said earlier, the first vibration infinity experiences is the darkness, the cosmic mother, the womb, the
Yep.
vibration of love. All of creation is born inside that darkness of the womb, and then the second vibration is light. Let there be light,
Look,
and
Morris, put your picture up. This the
that
perfect time to introduce your picture. Put it on
is
up.
infinity experiencing
The
itself,
one,
right?
Yeah, I know
the
what you're
one
talking about.
from
Saying.
last night. Yeah, put
Yep.
that up. She just hit it right there.
Yeah,
It's
She
like
hit
when
that
you
Yes.
nail
close
on the
your
head.
eyes and you can see like the indigo swirls, and it look
The
like
triple
your eyes is
darkness of the
vibrating.
womb.
That's exactly what that is.
Right.
yeah,
Go
and that's
ahead,
where you
Morris.
get
Put
the Mason relationship from ma sons, mothers
there
sons,
you go.
matriarchal society. It's all
And
mothers
when
and
they
sons.
do that, when they came into that, we see this one uh planet. I mean, one planet. We see this one sun in our vibration. They describe it as the birth of 250 billion suns, as I have come into. So basically, the amount of solar systems is can't even begin to be described. Like,
Yeah, yeah. There's more stars
Exactly.
in the sky. There's more stars in the sky than sands at any
Sands.
beach in the world.
Yep.
right? That's
You heard that? Y'all heard
exactly
that?
how.
Sand in the desert.
Oh, that is so beautiful. Like how they explain the wanderers of the planet, like the people that basically already experience enlightenment but come back to help the planet polarize.
Yep, that's what we did.
Hmm.
We all came at the
Right,
same time
We
with the same
indigo
purpose.
children.
right. And
We
all
decided to
those,
come
they
together. We only came.
literally
I only came because you came.
they
You feel me? That's
describe
how
it
we
as
came.
it's
You
so
know?
they describe it literally as you
Hey.
just said, Morris, as the grains on a beach of sand.
Yep.
Imagine all those people that they loved already, they experienced, and now they want
Yep.
to come back and grab all of y'all by the hand. That's what we're here
Yep.
for,
That's what we're
and
here for.
bring them up into consciousness.
Grab them
I
and
said
fly
before,
'em. Fly
I'm
'em to
getting
the
off
top.
this crazy motherfucking planet.
But
Yep. We got to
we don't
increase the
understand
light.
that too. This a
Like
lot. How
that.
a lot of us feel like that, hippie. It's a lot of our last time, because this is the harvest for most of us. This is the harvest,
Exactly.
so most of us are going back to our star system, our planet. After this, we
Yeah.
just so
See,
overworked by
and,
this
and,
by
and and
this
Come
speaking on
on,
the
Cosmic.
speaking on
planetary
the stars.
alignment,
Speaking.
because it's taking so much out of us
Hey
Come on,
sis.
Cosmic.
Speaking on the
He was
energetically,
stars.
fast.
because we
Speaking on
was
the
not meant for
stars.
this. A lot of us is already polarized, more advanced than this shit. The ADHD is how they don't want to do no work, but their brain is 10 light years ahead of everybody they in a room with.
Yep.
Those is the people. I swear to God, they break it down verbatim. The question that asks the entity: do these people that you call wanderers have any physical ailments? Personality disorders is described as a physical ailment to the planetary vibration. All of
Right.
them shits. Uh, they're
And,
just
and
they're
and
just
you
something
got
for you
the
to break
and
through.
you got the old folks that just over the shit too, like the winos, the neighborhood crackhead,
Yeah.
but they speaking the
Real.
wisdom.
Yeah,
No,
because
but
You
dead
they
hit.
ass,
was a
they
part of
speaking
this
the
You're right.
wisdom.
vibration too.
You're right.
They
They
entered just
showed
like
you
us.
that man in they clone Tyrone now. They showed y'all that man and we was all familiar with that spirit. We
The
all was familiar with that spirit. When we saw that wino who was spitting game like he knew every single play before it happened.
yes,
And
yep.
they thought he was just crazy. Mind you, he drinking to numb it. Cause he see it coming from a mile away. He just drinking to numb himself. He know what's
Circling
about
the
to happen.
square.
Stars are heavenly hosts slash angels according to the
We
book of
we we
Mormon.
all we all got our roles. We all got
Yeah,
our
that's what
position.
sometimes I be amongst the people that be like, y'all not ready to fight, like, and I be like, I totally get that vibration, But I feel like all of us got our own missions. Some of us is here to fight for freedom, absolutely, and some of us is here to love people unconditionally, regardless. I feel like that's speak on the ADHD again. The ADHD, Joe, is described as a reaction to the planetary vibration. All of the personality disorders are. They describe alienation being the top one as a vibration of people that just want to be by themselves, left alone. This planet don't make no sense to them. People just too fucking mean, evil, spiteful for them to be here. They don't even understand this shit. Yeah, alienators, them, personality disorders, and people with allergies are the three people that you see with those wanderers. All wanderers. And wanderers are born to help the planetary alignment because basically we have a chance to become. This is the third density. So in the third density, we come into consciousness to experience choice. In that choice, the logos, universe, infinity doesn't care what we choose. It's our choice. So if we choose to become a negative self-serving planet, that's what we choose. If we choose to become a positive one, that's what we choose. In 2012, when we was going into, when we knew that the planet, we already knew that we was going into the new eon, we were already close to being well over 50% positive. So, and 50% positive means that the planet is going to be in a positive vibration. So when we got to that percentage and we were just edging it, probably like say 48, 49%, that's when they start sending waves of us to be born. Think about since 1981 and to now, the planet has fucking doubled
Mm.
in population. 4
And the
billion
murder rate then went up. That's
to
crazy.
8 billion. Think about how many people were born, and then you got to remember it needs to be a balance on the planet. So you got negative entities being born at the same rate.
Right.
And this is why too we got to think like on a low vibration. We got people showing their whole assholes with goddamn what would we call it? It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know why I want to say necromancy, but narcissism. Excuse me, narcissism. We see that on a low vibration. We see it on a social vibration of countries just mistreating each other. But as I said, because we're going into that fourth density of the love vibration of understanding, it can't go on for much longer. So that's why these truths is coming out. That's why you see these goddamn countries stepping forward, making a claim over their own land, standing up for themselves. As in African countries, you see women standing up for themselves at this all-time high. We think it's a damn gender war. No, it's time for the feminine to be equivalent to the masculine. And we are going in the love vibration, as I already said when I cut Moorish off earlier, is the feminine vibration. You got to respect the feminine moving into it. Cannot. It's nowhere else to go. Not respecting the feminine going into this vibration. So that's why seems like it's so much anarchy. And we going against each other, but we really not. We just like, I feel like we just dragging our feet, knowing that we gotta go. We gotta go to do better. We dragging our feet. I can't even see what they typing in the comments because the white background.
Mm.
But yeah, the sun.
America was a monarchy. That's what the last person said.
Come
Because
on,
TV allows us to witness unaliving, and now we have football.
they trying to.
Yeah, he talking about that masculine energy.
Oh my goodness! If y'all could read what I read tonight, oh my goodness! It was the read down of a lifetime. I was like, How do they know? How was they writing about this in the goddamn 60, 70 years ago and we out here retarded? I'm confused. How was they writing about this shit?
Complacency is comfort to people.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh,
They get mad at you for telling them what's really going on.
look at this one, yeah. I'm gonna give you a good one I ran into tonight for all y'all men that love y'all patriarchy. I know y'all cosmic men, so y'all know better, but some don't in the comments. Look, modern sickness is that of disconnection. The ego is unable to feel an organic part of the world except via chemical or popular cultural addictions. When the healers, the physicians of body and mind, do not know themselves what it is we need to be connected to, how can they solve the syndrome of disconnection? They have virtually defined mature mindedness as a state of permanent alienation. The I chronically disassociated from the all. What this amounts to is that the mature mind is the male mind rejecting his mother. Within Western culture, whenever the doors of perception open ever so little to let us catch a glimpse of the holographic cosmic mind within us, we are in danger of being locked up for psychiatric observation and given tranquilizers and other cures. The established patriarchal institutions all have a vested interest in keeping the individual mind disconnected from the experience of cosmic oneness because the disconnection is patriarchy. The bulk of patriarchal industries, drugs, alcohol, entertainment, media, fashion, cosmetics, pornography, the tourist industry, polyester suited politics, drive-in religious sermons, interstate freeway systems, you name it, exist and profit solely by selling momentary divergence to multitudes of quietly desperate people seeking an aesthetic escape from the pain of personal alienation.
Mm-mm-mm. Get
Bars.
it.
Bars.
Drops mic.
Bars. Baby.
Drops mic.
It
And you know, and then this is why I said it a long time ago.
sounds
Men
good to
need to
women,
start
but
stepping into being okay with being in touch with their vulnerable side and letting people see
listen,
that.
that's what I'm
Because
about to
that's how we
say.
know you're human.
Because I'm about to say that to Prince Red. Why does it just sound so good to women? It's like y'all be wanting to disconnect from this matriarchal vision because y'all feel like y'all not running it and running shit is all y'all know. But we see that it's still many matriarchal societies on the planet and they don't experience the chaos that we experience. Y'all would rather run the show just to be in control instead of everybody being in a peaceful society.
Right.
That's the problem. But it's not just women. We're not looking for power with matriarchal societies because in matriarchal societies, it's no woman with a big ass stick just slapping people around telling them what to do. It's a community thought based system, just like our
No, because
society
look,
eventually.
look,
Go
Cosmic,
ahead.
women got their own power in the matriarchal society. The looks, because you said
Talking about
fashion
the
industry and all that. A woman could use her looks to get her way in a matriarchal society. So that's still poisonous for
no,
both men and
that's
women.
you're in America.
So, yep, it's a balance. Hermetic principles. You got to find a balance.
It's a setup to this army.
The
You're in
power of the
America.
masculine and the feminine.
We know where we at, baby. We just know. We also know it's better. I feel like. I mean, we can see. It's not that we know what's better than anybody else, but we can see. We can just like y'all love y'all logical, analytical
You know
structure
he
left
done
side
does
of y'all
that.
brains. then y'all can use that to see that matriarchal societies are more copacetic. Now, it's not saying that we're going to jump into a matriarchal society, but a lot of y'all can't even handle the idea of a female president. It's like
Oh,
it's unbearable to your soul.
it's a book. I think it's called A Nation of Women.
I
It's
heard of that.
one of the professors had to get for a history class, and it broke
That
up
sounds
into different
interesting.
societies, and it was a matriarchal and a
How y'all doing?
patriarchal society, and the women kicked all the men out, and when they kicked them out, it was peace until the men brought war to them because the women's society was doing better
That
than the
sound
male
about right.
society.
That sound like some shit that I.
But that's what always happened
Uh,
because that's what they're not telling us. They act like all these conquests was over masculine societies. No, they was over matriarchal societies.
That's where we get Yanni worship from. That's where all like a lot of the Abrahamic practices come from. Circumcision, all that come from Yanni worship, which is just the worship of a
okay.
woman's menstrual cycle.
If you
Never
look
heard
around
that
you,
perspective.
you see them bringing foreigners to police our streets, which nobody seems to be getting upset about. All of this stuff that they throwing at y'all now is distraction to keep you from to disarm you
Hey,
and keep you from looking over your shoulder and realizing you finna get punched in the eye. Okay,
hey,
there is not a police shortage in this country. They don't even do any programs to hire more police. I've never seen a commercial saying, "Hey, join your local police department to defend the community." None of that.
No, because
But
they
they
got people
claim
coming dime a dozen. They really do.
hey,
they're
I ain't gonna lie. I
bringing in
wanted to.
foreigners.
Hey,
Hold on. Let me finish. They're bringing in foreigners because they have no connection to the people that's already here. Okay, to police the streets. All right, and when you don't have no connection, you don't give a care about what you do to that person because I don't know you. You understand?
hey,
I'm not used to
hey,
looking at you. See, BLM was to gauge how racist was YT America. It wasn't about us. It was about them seeing how many of they
hey,
people was gonna come
hey,
outside.
Dre, you picking up where your comment left off? I just wanted to touch on something like what Cosmic was talking about real quick, right?
Yeah, I can't even
Because
see it. I thought he was gonna go to his comments, but I can't
yeah,
even really see him too much because of the
hey,
background.
so watch this, right? Because I always say this about you know how people look at those
We gonna get
like let's say a Dejed pillar. Like people look at something like a Dejed pillar and all those things. They call them you know phalluses and phallus instruments and all this kind of stuff. I in my book for sure, I just can't see it no other way that all of the building of all of those phalluses and all those type of structures would have been ordered by women. Like women worship the phallus. Women worship the phallus. Not men don't men wouldn't have done that. Men don't worship no damn phallus unless it's their own, and then we're not trying to put it on the, you know, on a totem pole. You know what I mean?
well, okay,
Women
I agree that
worship the phallus.
women probably ran state on that, but what I'm saying is that's being thrown at us now to throw us off into another argument where we're still not looking over our shoulders. All this is distraction. They love their grandparents, and this is all I'm gonna say on it because you know how you is about your lives, and I don't want to do nothing. They love their grandparents. Grandparents leaving a lasting impression on their children. Okay, they didn't see nothing wrong with what their grandparents did. They're finna try to do it again. And that's what they amping up to. All right. That's why they bringing all these foreign Ukrainians over here, making them into police officers, federal agents and stuff. Because the federal agents and police they got now, they're not racist, but they're more liberals. And my kids go to school with them. I don't want to see that stuff. Mm-mm-mm. The people they bringing now don't give a fuck who you is. I don't know you. I ain't never seen you before in my life.
Okay, so can I say something, Prince?
So I'm done
I
with that.
feel like your idea would just go back to what I was saying earlier that we all got different missions. While you feel like we may be distracted and this may be another distracting for us, this is some of our mission to
Stairs.
disperse this consciousness. While it's some of y'all mission to go out there and lay them hands, do whatever you feel like you got to do to ring freedom's bell in the name of love.
See, and I think that's trauma being hidden and not wanting to recognize what's really going on out here.
I mean, that's your thoughts. That's your
That's your
thoughts.
thoughts. But I'm
Yeah.
like, my
I
trauma
believe you're a
cannot be
traumatized
hidden
people.
on
I
any
honestly do
level.
believe you're a
I
traumatized
feel like I connect on a soul level to people, to the planet. I am, my soul is not looking for the distraction. It's not looking for the fight. It's not looking for the preparation to get ready for a
You
fight.
better
My
be.
soul
Hey,
has
hey,
See,
been
hey,
on
hey,
but
its
hey,
own.
hey,
Excuse me,
this
one,
I'm
is
hey,
talking.
one
I'm
second, one
talking. I'll
second.
let you speak.
Hey, shout out to Eagle Feather for subscribing. That's that's love. I appreciate it. Y'all go ahead.
But
For
yeah,
sure.
Man,
I
you
just
got a
feel
high
like
ass crap subscription, man. I'm gonna be
it,
mad at you.
Nah, I ain't got no high. That's low.
everybody is on their own mission. Like I said, it is some people's definite mission to um come forward,
Yeah, he got that Michael
move
Jordan.
on,
Okay.
do what needs
Number
to be
24.
done,
Number 24 in the building. Shout out to
develop
Prince
things
Dre.